Hey guys, this is Eric with Pixel Rookie. Hope you're doing well today. What we're going to be doing is a Death's Gambit full Let's Play series. We're just going to be playing through this game. I'm working on a review on it right now, but basically I've beaten the game. It's a really fun game, and now that I have an idea of how the game works, what I'm going to do is basically play through it as a wizard versus a melee class. So, Death's Gambit, it is an action RPG, kind of like a Metroidvania style 2D game, very similar to Dark Souls, translated into a 2D game. That's what a lot of people compare it to, with good reason. And we'll go ahead and overwrite this and jump on in. It's a really fun game, has really good art style, really good combat. It has a pretty decent story. We'll find out together the story, see if you guys enjoy it as well. But what you have here are different classes. Now, the starting stats and items are one thing, but that's not the important thing for this. Each class has a special ability down there at the bottom. Most of them is for giving you additional soul energy. Soul energy is what you use for using your special abilities. We'll see that in a little bit when I unlock those. But so the soldier, he gets more soul energy from blocking, assassin from dodging attacks. Now, when I first played the game, I played the sentinel. So pairing gives soul energy to use for abilities. Now, I'm really bad at pairing. I'm really bad at that kind of timing and stuff. So the equip any weapon and shield as long as you have half the stats required, that's not that important, I found out. So honestly, I think I made a mistake playing through the first time using the Sentinel. Noble seems kind of cool because you get a special shopkeeper that sells unique items. But for this, we're going to be playing the Wizard. So Wizard uses a healing Phoenix Feather, which that's your healing item, Estus Flasks, if you're familiar with Dark Souls. And it will give you soul energy to use for abilities. Now, I want to start with him because you have Intellect, you can see 8, and one more Endurance. Now, I think the one that would be most beneficial for me is the Blood Knight if I play melee characters, because you regain health that was recently lost if you quickly retaliate, and that's all. I'm just sitting in there smashing stuff and getting whacked on. So, but we're going to jump to the Wizard. Part of me wonders if you played as the Blood Knight and leveled him up as a Wizard, how that would play out. But you can see he has 7 strength, almost no intellect, and intellect is the main focus for the Wizard. So you also get to choose a starting item, just like Dark Souls. What you can see is like a helmet, an aura, a shield, a usable item. These items aren't that important. I swear the Rusty Charm was a small picture of someone dear to you. It has some importance. I just don't know what it is. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I know soul stones, I will use those. That's what you use basically for upgrading weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that because I do know there's a purpose for it. And we'll go ahead and finalize and get started and jump into Death's Gambit.
Playing dead, were you?
So, the start of the game, you're just a dead body. You can see there's a bunch of dead corpses around you, and you get up, so you're just a zombie, basically.
Shame it's always the cowards that survive. Considering the fate of your men, I thought I'd do them a service. Go back to Vados. You've an obligation to their families now.
All right. So, you can see the music, really nice, just this calm piano music. The graphics, the foreground has the fire. A lot of animation going on. It makes the environments really stick out. It's just a pretty game, so let's keep going.
Back so soon.
Better get used to it. This contract will resurrect you in service to me. Rest assured, your mind and actions will be your own. Though why you mortals insist in glorifying a self-aggrandizing hoax is beyond me. In return, you must do something for me. Give it time. For now, just sign here. In blood, of course.
Alright, so we got Death's Contract, which basically means when I die, I come back to life, and I'm immortal, courtesy of death. So that's good. So let's get on my trusty steed. Let's mosey on out of here. So this is going to take us to the starting area. And it's pretty straightforward. This is more the area where you get the feel for the controls, the combat, you learn the special ability, some other things. So we'll just go ahead and take a look at it. Woo! So, Gaian's Cradle. So yeah, we'll stop here. And you can see you can roll. It's kind of like inscriptions, so you can attack with primary weapon. Now, being the wizard, you can shoot a 3-shot combo here. There's items here when you fall. You can pick it up. Crow plume. You can see left bumper to climb ladders. And I'm pretty familiar with the area now, so let's see if I can go through it easily enough. Got a Logoth short bow. So here's your inventory. So we can go ahead and I will equip a shield, 2 strength, whereas run strength. But you can see the toughness level here for the necrotic shield. A little bit better than the C toughness, so we would prefer to have the B toughness. You have 2 weapon slots, a helmet, boots, an aura, and then 2 weapon slots. So we'll go ahead and equip the bow as weapon 2, and then what you can see here is, boom, shoot that. And come on down here. Now we want to jump here, and of course grab this item. That's a healing item. And we just keep going. So, big jump there, creates a bridge so you don't need your mount. Now this is where you can heal, level up, get your stats and everything like that. So I'll go there for right now. We'll just keep moving. And this is actually the end of the horse. So you can see here, we're going to activate this key. It's going to open one of the 3 doors that lead us to the first boss, the first actual boss. So at this point, we will go through the tutorial level. And nice platforming. It's nothing overly complicated, but some of the areas it's pretty challenging, but quite enjoyable. So this, of course, tell you you can block and B to dodge roll. So in this guy, we'll go ahead and hit. Now, if you jump, you can do different attacks. So he shoots 3 hits when he's in the air. You shoot 3 of those orbs. So if I can get close to him and do that, I'll get him with a 3-hit burst. So now you can also see, just like in Dark Souls, that uses stamina.
Do you have a death wish? Eluding death gives you a god complex, I see. If you intend to squander your life, go right on ahead. I'm sure your men are eager to see you. But should you think twice, take one of these. They're restorative plumes.
Boom. So just like your Estus flask.
To ensure your return to Vados, consider it the last kindness I offer you.
This guy acts like a real tough guy, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of him. He looks cool, but that's about it.
Compared to what lies ahead, I assure you it is.
Alright, so he gave me the feathers. Now what I was saying is, when you use your attacks, you'll see it uses my stamina. So jumping, rolling, all of it uses stamina. And so I can't just spam my abilities. You have to upgrade your endurance to do that. So a rest in case I accidentally screw up. I'm no pro at games, so wouldn't surprise me. And we'll just 3-hit combo these guys. Now for him, ooh, he shield broke me. See, my stamina ran out. So he'll attack, and then we can kick if I can hit it. So you can see that. Stuns him, and then we can beat him. So standard enemies aren't too hard to kill. We'll just spam him down. Get my stamina back up. Woo! And, oh, goodness. And yeah, see, you never know. Get the Zealot's Cape. We'll see what that does in a second. Jump over here. The wooden target. Now this is a little bit of a special area, so what I'm going to do is Get an item over here. And we'll heal while waiting. So, hop on for a little bit of a ride. Take a look. Nice little beast. So, he'll ride us over here. You'll see in a second why we're making this little journey. Yes, a tome. So, the Owlking tome. Now, this is interesting because it's the first boss. It gives you a little bit of information about him. But you can see it also gives you 5% bonus damage. So we can see here, we can select that and look at the information. Now, there's 2 tomes for every boss, and if you find those, you'll do 10% more damage. So it's just a helpful little way of defeating the boss. And there's also this guy. So I think it's harder to hit him with this because it hits in a weird angle. So, yeah, see, I can't hit him that way, so I have to hit him. And he escaped. Well, shoot. So, anyways, nothing can be done about that. We'll go ahead and move onwards. This is where I fell down. So over here, enemies will respawn just like in Dark Souls when you heal. So keep that in mind if you want to heal. And of course, I got to be careful with... And yeah. So, blow them up. If I get up in their face, I hit them with the 3-hit combo. So, hang out here. I could jump. And continue going. We'll wreck this guy quick. There you go, the old combo there. Now, this is an aura. Let's take a look here, because I got another item. So, Zealot's Cape, we'll equip that. Versus the Constript's Cape, you can see the differences. This gives me 4 vitality. So, a little bit more health. Fragile Courage. This aura, when you equip it, it gives you a little bit of a visual aura around you, but you can see this gives you 15 more vitality. It's really good, but if you die, it gets destroyed. So, it's the only one we have. This one's good, except, of course, when you die, you lose it. So, just gotta be careful, but now I have more life to be careful with. So, we'll keep going. And it's just the music, the ambient noises, you can hear the birds chirping and things. It's just very pleasant to listen to while you're playing. You just kind of get into it. Some other neat things is if you die, you drop a feathered plume instead of your experience. You keep all of your experience, but you lose one of your healing items. Now, you can sacrifice your shards to get them back, so that's helpful. You can also augment your feathers. So you can do this and increase your damage by 10% each plume that you have, and you lose a healing item. So, risk reward. For right now, I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to keep going. And of course, you can see here, I'm going to get locked in this room with these baddies. And you can see I got an ability now. So, I'll show you the ability shortly when this big guy comes in. So at the wizard, he has a pretty cool ability that starts. I use it once and I can shoot a projectile. Boom. Now I'll show you what happens if I do it again. So I have 71, so I'll use it once, use it again, and then I will hit him with that. And you can see that does a lot of damage, and it burns him. So, of course, now I have no stamina, so we'll just throw that at him, kill him. Now the burning damage is definitely good, so let's activate that second door here. Or the second key for the boss door. And let's keep going. So, the areas are really pretty in this game. I mean, they're very pretty. Yeah, let's get him. Jump down here. We'll just kill him quick. So I like the ranged aspect more than melee. Oh, my. Okay. And I ran out of stamina, so there we go. Got him. Yeah, it used a lot of stamina through that. The Velos Longsword is actually a really good second weapon. Can I equip it? Yeah, so I don't have the correct stats. But that's the weapon I was using before, and I thought it was really good. But... Alright, and you can counter. I'll try it to show you. Interesting. Oh shit, yeah, I don't want to try it too much because when I mess up. Okay, and then counter, boom. You can see it does a really strong attack, but you gotta get the timing right. And I'm really bad at getting timing right. So, again, if you're skilled at that stuff, it's very helpful. So I'm not gonna level up yet, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But for now, I'm just gonna hold off on that. And I'll just hit him with this, blow him up, get a sunstone. And avoid this guy. Now, hitting guys that are on the ground is a little bit harder because this doesn't hit towards the ground, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we'll shield break him by using your secondary attack while blocking. Alright. So, of course, here you have this phoenix that flies by and burns everything up. So we gotta make sure we don't get hit by that. Easy enough. Come around here. Hide behind this pole. And we'll just keep moving. So put a little pressure with this guy. But nothing we can't handle. Dragonberry. Here we go. Pick up this item. Oh, and just ran into it, of course. So what we're gonna do is burn him with a double. And then we're gonna... So we just need to make sure he doesn't suck us into that. And we'll just burn him. That should do it. Alright, now, I do want to grab... I don't know if I can grab that item yet. Oh shit, okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I see. Reinforced helm. Now, we have a helmet now, so we want to take a look at that. That gives me 1 vitality, so we'll equip that. And that's good. And I missed that item. I forgot that was there. So, now I'm going to show you something here very quickly. I'm gonna grab this. And with this chest, basically, you have to do a lot of damage in a short period of time. So, how do you do that? You get this, and you activate it, and it does burning damage, and it gives you more stamina. So we'll do it again, one more time, and then attack, and you can see it does a lot of damage. So you just have to kill it quickly. Now, our blood is good, but we have the other aura, which is better. Unless I die, then I'll replace it, because then it will be empty. So here you can see the Owlking's second tome. We're going to go ahead, now that we do 10 damage, just ignore that. We'll heal up here. And we're going to augment our feathers, which I'll show you why once I do that. And I'm going to do 40% more damage, but I can't heal myself. Standard. But I do a lot more damage. So that's good. Make sure these guys don't kill me, or hit me. That'd be bad. And I can't land a hit. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about him, is not being able to hit things on the ground. Padded Greaves, Vitality +4. So you can see our life is pretty high up right now, simply because we have all these items. So, let's go over here and check this out.
This one won't do either.
What happened to them?
An explanation for another time. Seems we have a straggler.
And you can tell she's bad.
Tend to her, Ione. I trust you won't disappoint. For your sake.
You're a survivor, are you not? It is not too late. Return from whence you came. You're not the only orphan of war, but perhaps you'll be the last. Know that I do this to put an end to tragedies like yours. And if your sacrifice is necessary to my mission, then so be it.
Yep, so I just have to sit back and shoot her. Alright, so we'll chill here, so you can see she's in the air, and I'm protected, so let her jump down. Oh! Alright, so I have enough ability. Oh, shoot. I'll go ahead and hit her with that, and she should get burnt. Perfect.
Your meddling will have dire consequences.
Well, she did not like that, so she bails out. And I got a talent point. So, talent points, you can see here a skill tree. And you start off with this. So, Healing Phoenix will give you 10 soul energy used for abilities. So that's good. We'll unlock that. Which gives us basically 3 branches we can go off to. What we want to do, though, is work this way and get the air dodge. That, to me, is a very good move, and I realize that it can get me a really good item as soon as I unlock it. So that'll be for another time. But you can see we can now activate and unlock the final door and move onward to the first boss. So, hop up here. Now, this chest, the reason I got rid of all of my healing items for more damage is because if you use any Phoenix plumes, it will lock that for you and you can't open it. So basically, getting that allows me to unlock that chest, and I didn't heal during the fight. So that gave me this. So 120 health and 1.5 second cast time. I got one that gives 170 health and 1 second cast. So you can see it's definitely better. So we'll go ahead, fall down here, jump, and I fell. We'll run down here. We'll jump and attack. We'll jump and attack, and we're good. So what do we got here? A marksman aura. Now this aura is better if you're gonna go for like an assassin archer class. For me, it's not really that important. So we're just gonna hop down here. And we'll see this little guy, Fink.
Welcome, friend. Come, take a look at Fink's wares. You're sure to be pleased.
So Fink is interesting. If you buy anything from him, he has garbage items, completely useless. Basically, stones are imbued with legendary power, looks like rubbish. Builds poison up while the shield is out. So all these items you can see are really terrible. So what I'm going to do is buy one from him anyways. If you don't buy from him and leave, then what he'll do is attack you. And you kill him and he'll like run off and you find him later and he just keeps attacking you. I heard someone mention at one point, though, that if you don't kill him and you purchase from him, that he becomes useful later on. So instead of doing that, we're going to try and buy from him when we see him and see if he has any benefit later on in the game. Now, of course, we can go here and check this out, but you can see it's locked. So, a Crest of Gaia. So we'll just continue going for now. But this Rider's Passage. Now, this is how you get around through most of the areas. It's all connected by a tunnel, so your horse lets you go around and about. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and heal here. I'd like to get my feathers back, so I don't completely fail on the boss. I think it'll be fine, but just in case, I'd rather have healing items as a fallback. So, again, we got the tomes of the Owlking, so let us face the Owlking. Ooh, and he already got me. Alright, and got me again. So, this ability does the most damage, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. Just roll through those. Oh shoot, he... For some reason I thought I was invincible through there. So he'll dodge here. I'll burn him again. And we'll use fire while waiting, so he shouldn't hit me from here, I hope. And attack to do lots of damage and burn him. And he should die here. So, pretty easy. Now, the interesting thing is we'll use our talent point first. And we'll go ahead and get more soul energy, because again, we're going down this path. So, we shall go back here and heal back up. And I'm going to show you another feature of this game that's pretty cool. I don't know if I should, because if I die, I lose my aura, but I'm going to anyways, just in case I can do it. But essentially, and also, I'm going to level up. Let's go ahead and bring my intellect to 10, my endurance up to 4, and my vitality up to 4. So that's a pretty good boost. So, I have a little bit more life. But whenever you defeat a boss, what happens is you can immediately fight them on a much harder version, which is heroic. I'm almost guaranteed to die here, but heroic is much harder. They'll kill you much faster. My horse just ran by for some reason. And you'll see here. So instead of one of these, you'll see, well, he didn't do it for some reason. So I will go ahead and try and burn him some. Okay, this is where... And... Huh. For some reason it didn't hit him, and my ability didn't fire, which is bad. So I'll hit him with that. And yeah, you can see one hit, and I'm pretty much dead, so... See if that comes back this way. They usually come back and go backwards. I'm actually surprised it hasn't. And he hit me. That's unfortunate. Woo! So we'll see. Does it come back? All right. So we'll get this back up and try and burn him. All right, try and run from that. And we'll try and burn him again. So as long as I can keep doing this, and I missed him, shoot! I thought he'd run into that. Whew. And he kicked me, so if I get hit again without healing, I'm dead. So I just gotta be careful. All right, see if it, And yeah, so I've been fortunate so far. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay, this is where it gets really hard. Because basically, if I step on those, I'm dead. And... Ah! And I might be screwed here. Ugh. Yep, and it killed me. Yeah, as you can see, though, he's pretty tough, and I actually did a lot more damage than I thought I would to him. Being ranged is a lot better. Another neat feature is if you die to a boss, instead of completely dying and, you know, having to just start over, it will give you the shards for the period of, or for the amount of life that you took from him. So, it's kind of neat. So I lost that. But arrows, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one. So it just gives me 5% life steal if I get their life, or if I'm above 70% life. Fortunately, I have much less stamina because I died and lost that orb. But that's okay. At least you got to see the heroic boss and see basically what it is. And again, I died, so I dropped my plume, so I'm going to regain my feather. And I'm not trying that again. I'll come back to him later. There's some other paths. There's nothing really down there. Actually, I do want to show you this. This is kind of funny. So let's go down here. And I died once. And you can see I have this nice little corpse. So I figure, you know, you have to have an upgrade that lets you jump higher, right? Well, not necessarily. The more you die, the more corpses pile up there. And after long enough, you'll have a little mountain that'll help you climb up and get to it. So I thought that was kind of clever. It's a nice little graveyard for all my corpses. And here's where I learned my second ability, Essence Lightning. That's locked, so we'll go ahead and come up here. Oops. And let's check out the hub area. Now that we've beaten the tutorial, we have this nice area. Kind of branches open and lets you explore different regions and go to different places. A lot of different routes you can take, some harder than others. So let's just take a look at this. So can you do it twice? You sure can. Okay, so I'm curious if you cast it once, it does something. If you do it twice and cast it, does something else. which is interesting. So we'll level up again. I would like to have this to 5 and this to, well, we'll go ahead and just do that. And so I think this is a good place to stop for the first period, the first episode. So I'm looking forward to playing through this with you. The game took me about 8 hours to beat the first time through. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I think I can beat a lot faster. So I thought this would be a nice short series getting through it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to you guys seeing the game, and also have my review out at some point, so you can check that out if you're on the fence about the game or just want to see my review style. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, have a good one.